Hello, gorgeous human being. I am so excited that you are joining me today. I have a very, very special announcement. It's something that's been a long, long time coming. I'm stepping into something very special that I'm going to be sharing with you. And since my work is so much about impacting you and sharing what I'm learning with you and bringing you into more expansion and growth and abundance and amazingness, this is something that you won't want to miss. So I'm just going to make sure that we're live on Instagram. And if you're here watching with me live, let me know, say hello. If it's your first time catching a live stream of mine, say hello and let me know you're here. I would love to connect. And if you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay down below. So I have known for such a long time since I started this journey and since I became a hypnotherapist that one of the things I was so passionate about and that really just lit me up so much was the topic of money, of wealth, of abundance, of prosperity. It is such a thing that we are linked to in so many places, in so many ways in our lives. And there is so much in the psychology, in the energetics. There's so much nuance to it. There's so much that's possible. And there are so many little places that we block ourselves, that we limit ourselves, that things come up. And in the beginning of my journey, I was so in love with just uncovering these little limitations within myself and finding new money beliefs. And through my journey, I have had the highest highs and the lowest lows. And I have always known that I wanted to bring this work to you, but I have always known that I had to have it just right. I had to have the formula, the code just right. If you've been part of my world, you will know that I've been saying for like a year now, there's a money program coming, there's a money program coming. And sometimes people ask me about it. And I am so excited because this feels huge for me to be really stepping into this and owning this. I'm declaring to myself, to the universe, the world, that I am ready. I am ready to call you and invite you into this energy, into this expansion, to hold this incredible conversation and space in the frequency of abundance, in the frequency of prosperity, in the frequency of expansion around money and wealth and freedom. Because the truth is, when we really understand these codes, and there's this little piece that eluded me for such a long time. It was such an important piece of the puzzle, and I have searched high and low. I have gone back through all the different modalities that I've learned. I've looked to so many different mentors, to wealth mentors, to books, everywhere, to really refine these beliefs. And there's been times in my journey where I've created such incredible results, incredible financial results, and I've been in such harmony with money, and I've known. And then there's been times where I realized that I was kind of an unconscious competent and I was doing something, but I didn't really fully have the code and know how to keep it going and how to teach it and how to pass that on. And that really is the most important thing, that I can welcome someone else into this energy and into this understanding that they can get that measurable result themselves. And then I have been fine tuning this for such a long time, and working with the incredible private clients that I've had coming into my world, as well as the people in my mastermind and my memberships, I can tell you that we have shifted this code. And so I'm so excited to be announcing that October's hidden offer is revealed. It is called Unlimited, Your Freedom, Your Wealth, Unlimited. And this is the code. There's this specific belief and code that changed everything for me. And when I really understood this and I really understood how to implement this in my life in a real, meaningful way that changed the way I thought, that changed the way I perceived reality, my situations, what was possible, and my emotional energetic around wealth, it completely changed the experience I had, and the results have been incredible. And this has been replicated again and again by my clients. So I'm so excited to be welcoming you into Unlimited. And I want to say as well that this is I kind of want to put a little bit of a warning on this, because this is not just affirmations. This is not just, get in the vibes around money. There's so many things that I've done that I've been, exposed to and tried that have been great and have maybe shifted a bit, but have not been that thing that's been this total home run in terms of results. And you know that I am big on results. So this is not some little thing. It's not a little change. It is really a completely different way of thinking and perceiving. I'm also going to be teaching you a practice, a self-driven practice for shifting your energy and your frequency throughout the day, which is a really important piece of this. So this program is put together in a really specific way. You'll already know that the first part is this conversation about unlimiting ourselves, looking at different like family dynamics and judgments and things that come in that we may have taken on and untangling that. So we're kind of starting with a clean slate. Part two that I already announced is this daily practice, this frequency practice where I'm going to lead you through this sequence that I take myself through on a daily basis to clear my energy, any attachments, anything that's pulling me backwards and causing me to not be in my center and kind of bringing kind of any conflict in. And then I'm going to teach you how to play with your beliefs, and I'm going to teach you the specific beliefs, this specific code that was the code that cracked all of this for me. And I'm really excited because this is, I feel, not just about a program. It's not just about an offer. This is really, for me, what I feel like is the beginning of this legacy. This is the legacy that I'm here to create. This is the legacy that I'm here to leave. And so I know for those of you that join me in this space, we will look back and go, that is where it all began. And that is the energy that I'm coding into this for myself. That is the energy that I'm coding into this for you. I know tons and tons of people have already jumped in as this was a hidden offer, but now the details are released. So we will be live this week on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. We will be going live. The entire program will be lifetime access. It is currently $440, $440 for unlimited. It is three parts: the intro part, the practice, the sequence. I'm going to teach you how to shift your frequency and shift your energy, and this three-part conversation. We're going deep into shifting these core beliefs and energies around money. So I am so thrilled to be sharing this with you today. If you are here and you've been watching, you've been kind of along for this journey, you'll know that this has been coming for such a long time. And I really want to say too, because this is something that can be a touchy, an interesting subject for people. When I first started talking about money online, I got a lot of, different comments, different energies from people. Some people feel really uncomfortable talking about money, but I have to tell you, I started as a healer. I started working with trauma. I started working with, self-love, with confidence, with people that had experienced emotional abuse, people that were just kind of on their own healing journey, people that were kind of trying to find themselves. And all along the way, there have been these beautiful moments of celebration, these beautiful moments of breakthrough, these beautiful moments where the light that's been dimmed in someone shines through. And often people will think that when we talk about wealth, we talk about abundance, it's somehow less important, it's less special. But what I can tell you is that I find the opposite. I've been on calls with mothers who are business owners who have been stressed for years and have finally cracked this code and have felt such a space of release and peace and freedom to finally be themselves. I have had clients that have been working hard at their career for so much of their life, who have risen to the top of their field, but because of these little barriers within their mind and within their energy, wouldn't let them step into this true identity of who they are, which is a world-class player, wouldn't let themselves be compensated and have the life experience that's a match for the level of excellence that they live at. And I've seen people break through that and have this whole experience where it's almost like people realize that who they've been becoming their whole life is the truth of who they really are. And all the things that they believed, all of the pieces that they collected on the way growing up that got in the way of that, just release. And they feel free, and watching people reclaim this freedom and really self actualize, become this beautiful, self expressed version of who they truly are has been one of the most beautiful things. It is one of the greatest honors of my life. And I'm left with this feeling every time I'm in a conversation with someone like this, because it is such a beautiful thing. And this conversation around wealth and prosperity, it truly unlimits us when we get it right. It truly releases the barriers that hold us back from what we're truly capable of. And I can tell you that gratitude, joy, relationships, being grateful for the things in our life are so important and are such a big piece of my work. But becoming who we truly are and realizing the full expression of our potential makes us happy and brings us a kind of fulfillment that it's beyond material, it's beyond words. It is one of the most beautiful thing. It's like watching a diamond be born. It is so stunning. And it's this energy that this conversation we get to have this in. It's this energy where we get to reclaim our right to be prosperous. We get to reclaim our right to be big, to be bold, to be as great as we are, and to not have any shame, to not have any guilt for the things that we truly desire. And I know that if you feel called and you feel connected to this and you're ready to go big, because like I said, this isn't something that you can just listen to. This will not be something that you can just listen to once and get a result. This is going to be something that I'm going to teach you and that you're going to have to implement in your life. You're going to have to make it a practice. You're going to have to be disciplined about changing your beliefs, and I'm going to teach you how to do that, about changing your energy, about really coming back to this new way of thinking, this new way of being. But an entirely new experience is available for those of you that are ready to leap into this. So I'm just checking the comments here. I'm going to see who is live. Hello, hello. Someone said my voice is muted. Can you just go on Instagram and see if you can hear me? Hold on 1 second here. Oh no, I'm not muted. This happens all the time when we're no, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Someone said that I'm muted, but I don't think that I'm muted. Okay. Okay, we're good. I'm not muted. I literally just heard myself say I'm not muted. Okay. Yeah. I'm here with my gorgeous friend Natalie, the queen of astrology. You gotta like really come over here.
Hi.
You look so good together on camera. Oh my god, so good. Okay. So that is Unlimited. We are starting on Wednesday. I know many of you are already in. So if you're already in, surprise, I'm so excited to be having this conversation and welcoming you into this space. And if you've been on the fence and you've been waiting, this is what it is. And I'm so excited to be offering this and to be welcoming you in. I have one more thing to say, and I just have to find my notes. Give me a second here. Oh, yeah. There's one more piece here, because what I've realized with this piece, with this final code, is that many of us, like I kind of shared in my story, there were times in my life that I was so close. I was living in alignment with this, and I was like, life was just in flow, in the magic. Things were going so well. And then something happened. And very often I would tell myself these stories in hindsight, that I had been irresponsible and that I had done something wrong and that I was the problem and that I needed to be more responsible and grow up. And when I look back now, I understand that understanding this code and this whole process, that I actually intuitively was very aligned. I was very aligned with money. I was very aligned with the universal laws. I was very aligned with the way that we're meant to operate. And so I really want to invite you to this idea that, if you've had things in the past where you've made money and then you've lost it all, or you've had these ups and downs, these huge, expansive and then contractive relationship, as so many people have, that it might not actually be the truth that you were irresponsible. It might actually be that you were so close to living in alignment and you just didn't have these final pieces to hold it. And that was the experience that I've had myself. Same thing if you've worked and strived and you've gotten to this point where like there's this next level result that I'm seeking, that I know I'm going to get there and everything's going to be amazing and everything's going to change, and then you've gotten there and you've not felt the way that you thought you were going to feel. It's the same thing. We often think that there's something wrong, or we make the money bad, or we make the career bad. This is such a common narrative, but it's not the truth. We're actually so close. We're so close. We're a hair from being in full soul alignment with prosperity. We just do not have the codes. We do not have this way of thinking, this way of being. It is not common knowledge. It's not what's out there. So, if you identify with either of those things, this really is going to be an incredibly expansive conversation for you. So I'm so happy. Thank you so much for joining me for this live stream. Thank you for being here. I know many of you will be watching this on the replay. If you know someone who you're like, oh my goodness, this person needs this conversation, or you've been in my world and my work for a while, and you've been wanting to share with someone, I encourage you to share this link with them, to share this video with them. I appreciate it so much. I know I will be seeing so many of you on Wednesday. I'm so excited. There's already been amazing feedback from the module that we've already had. If when you jump in, you'll already get access on demand to the modules that we've already done. And again, this whole thing will be lifetime access, and the replays will be available in a very short amount of time. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Michael Edwards. I'm sending you so much love.